Hey guys, welcome to the Untold Nutrition. So I am here to share some hot tips for masters aspiring students. So without any delay, let's get into the topic. So first of all, this video will be useful for students who did bachelor's in food science and nutrition or did their bachelor's in microbiology, life sciences or zoology and aspiring for master's program in food science and nutrition, master's in clinical nutrition and dietetics, PG diploma or master's in nutrition and food processing and PG diploma in dietetics. We will go step wise. Like first I am going to tell which books you should refer. Then I will cover important topics of revision. After that, I am going to explain frequently asked questions and then one secret tip I am going to share with you guys. So do watch the video till last. Perfect book guide you for the best knowledge. So first book is Textbook of Human Nutrition by Anjana Agarwal and Shobha Urpi. Second one is Dietetics by Sri Lakshmi. And third one I would recommend is Nutrition and Dietetics by Shubhangini Joshi. All these books are best for basic knowledge. More importantly, the book Nutrition and Dietetics by Shubhangini Joshi helped me a lot during my preparation. Now we will go to the next part, which is important topics to cover. So first of all, you should get clear knowledge about micronutrients, which includes carbohydrate, protein, fats, water. So in carbohydrate, read the main topics like I have mentioned here step by step. That is composition. In composition, go through chemical composition. Then classification is the main thing you should remember. Then how digestion and absorption takes place. Keep eye on main compound use, product form and enzyme used, their functions, deficiencies and last one is sources. Just remember wherever possible, memorize the sources perfectly. For water, do only functions and for fiber, remember the classification, function and sources. Fiber is the favorite part of the interviewer, so don't ignore it. Now we will move towards protein. In protein, go through composition, classification, digestion and absorption, how it takes place, functions, deficiencies, and sources. Similar for fat. Go to the composition, classification. Now hold on. Classification of fat is very important. Do it thoroughly. I have given the main terms. Go through them and try to compare them. Then do digestion and absorption. Look how it takes place. Do their functions, deficiencies, and sources. Like I said, do the sources for everything thoroughly. Now, the favorite and tricky part, that is micronutrients. As we know, micronutrients include vitamins and minerals. So what to remember is type of vitamins like fat soluble, water soluble, and their examples. Name of each vitamins. There are different names. How absorption takes place, their functions, their working, sources, deficiencies. Deficiency is a very important part. I will explain you about it further. So I have mentioned couple of deficiencies like xerophthalmia, night blindness, xeroderma, hyperkeratosis, which is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin A. So do read about it, go through them, check what happened exactly in their disease. So further rickets is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin D, scurvy caused due to the deficiency of vitamin C. There are different diseases caused due to the deficiency of vitamin B, which is wet beriberi, dry beriberi, infantile beriberi. So read about them. Read what are the symptoms and all. In minerals, rickets and osteomalacia is caused due to the deficiency of calcium. Fluorosis caused due to the fluoride. Goiter and cretinism, myxedema, hypothyroidism is caused due to the deficiency of iodine. Anemia is caused due to the deficiency of iron. So, check all the deficiencies and be ready to explain them. After these nutrition related components, we will move towards the non-nutrient component, which are antioxidants. In antioxidants, free radical is the important component, and it is the antioxidants is the hot topic for the discussion, so do it carefully. Then we will move to the next, which is phytates, tannins, oxalates, goitrogens, xenobiotics. Read about them. I personally have experienced a lot of questions on these topics. After all, next part is pathways. I know it is a toughest part, but we have to do this. Don't worry, go slowly, do smartly. What we need to do is focus on the enzymes is used, component used, product form, and what is the use of the pathway. Also, if it is hard to remember whole pathway, then just do first few reactions at least. So likewise, in bachelor's, we came across different pathways, but I mentioned only the important one here. So special tip is do glycolysis thoroughly. After pathways, we are heading to the last topic, which is our important topic, which is disease and their dietary guidelines. This part is asked to those students who did their bachelor's in nutrition, like food science and nutrition and dietetics, to whom they have nutrition and diet planning in their syllabus. And these questions generally not asked to the students who belongs to the non-nutrition background, like microbiology, zoology, life sciences, etc. So I have mentioned different diseases here. Go through them, read about their symptoms, their pathologies, and remember the main dietary guidelines for each. Because question can be asked like what kind of diet would you suggest to the patient having diarrhea or TB, etc. One tip for non-nutrition background or student aspiring for food processing is do the basic microbiology part. Like heat, what are the heat level organisms, which organisms grow in can, what is the what is water activity, fungal growth, then main organism causing diarrhea or other diseases, different temperature dependent organism, etc. Do some basic things that are related to the food and nutrition. Now we'll move forward. Now I have given a list of questions which are generally asked. So let's get into it. If you did the above topics thoroughly, you are going to rock in your interviews. Most of the questions asked are based on the basic knowledge of the food science and nutrition. They can ask you like types and classification, deficiency of macro and micronutrients. Most of the interview ask about different cycles like what is the starting material, what is the product, what are the enzymes used. They can ask you the nutrient related deficiencies like PEM, xerophthalmia, goiter, etc. You must explain them as it will cover in your deficiency part of vitamins and minerals. They may give you some cases and ask you what type of diet you will give to the patients. Example, if patient is suffering from lactose intolerance or celiac disease, what you will suggest? Likewise. Then they can ask you about different type of nutrition related programs that are held by the government like ICDS, ANP, MDM. They may ask you about RDA, so be prepared with at least some basic criteria. And last part of the video is secret tip. Secret tip is I'm sharing with you guys my personal notes. If you are running out of the time for reading the reference books, my notes will guide you the best. I made these notes by going through all the reference and books, so you will get precise knowledge about them. Yes, I will be sharing my personal notes to whoever is interested at very cheap rate that will cost you only for one burger. So do think about. My email ID is shared in the description box, and yes, if you really want to a question a bank for same, just comment it below. So yes, all the best, all of you do your best. My efforts will be rewarded if you comment down your success stories after your interviews. Bye bye.